Welcome to Keen-Tel Engineering. In this presentation, we're covering BIM in Substation Design, Building Information Modeling, and how it transforms the utility project lifecycle from a drawing-based process into a data-driven infrastructure platform. From planning through operations, BIM changes everything. Let's get into it. First, the most important thing to understand, BIM is not software. It is a workflow philosophy. Traditional 3D modeling gives you geometry, automated drawings, clash detection, and a bill of materials. Useful, but limited. Every discipline still works in its own silo. Data gets manually transferred between tools, and when the project is built, the model gets shelved. BIM flips that entirely. Data and geometry are unified in a single model. Every discipline, engineering, procurement, construction, operations, draws from the same source of truth. System changes happen through software, not physical rewiring, and the model stays live through the entire asset lifecycle, not just the build phase. That's the fundamental difference, not a software upgrade, a workflow shift, one intelligent model, every stakeholder, every phase. BIM supports 7 stages: conceptual design, detailed engineering, procurement, construction, asset management, operations and maintenance, and sustainability tracking. In traditional workflows, each of those stages rebuilds the same data from scratch. With BIM, they all derive from one shared model. No duplication, no inconsistency, no manual transfer errors. Engineering tools, GIS platforms, procurement systems, and O&M applications exchange data freely. And the model supports decisions from concept all the way through decommissioning. Without BIM, every team recreates the same data independently. With BIM, one model serves every role. Public relations gets visual impact renderings and site footprint data for community meetings. Engineering gets electrical and structural parameters directly linked to analysis tools. Procurement gets component-level cost data, vendor information, lead times, and delivery schedules. Construction gets installation sequencing, equipment requirements, and labor projections. Operations and maintenance gets maintenance procedures, asset history, and sensor integration. And sustainability teams get embodied carbon data and material quantities at the component level. One model, 6 completely different data views. No duplication. In the early project phases, speed and adaptability are everything. A BIM-driven model lets teams assemble layouts rapidly from standard component libraries, visualize the site and surrounding landscape before breaking ground, and present to stakeholders at permitting and public meetings using 3D visuals instead of static drawings. Design alternatives update immediately. Change a layout decision, the cost impact reflects instantly. That's what transforms early-stage stakeholder engagement from a guessing game into a data-backed conversation. BIM unlocks 2 immersive technologies as real engineering tools, not just visualizations. Virtual reality enables cross-disciplinary design reviews in a full 3D environment. Teams can walk through a substation before a single piece of steel is installed, verify clearances spatially, and catch coordination issues that flat drawings would never surface. Augmented reality takes it into the field. Digital models overlay onto physical sites during construction, guiding installation in real time. And in operations, AR supports maintenance training directly on live equipment. Both technologies reduce costly errors before and during construction, and BIM is what makes them possible. BIM Plus live sensor data equals a real-time operational intelligence platform. That's the digital twin. Asset health monitoring becomes continuous. Sensors surface equipment condition before failures occur, not after. Historical data feeds predictive analytics models for lifespan estimation and proactive replacement planning. Field technicians receive live AR overlay guidance for maintenance tasks without needing to call back to the office. And sustainability metrics, embodied carbon material emissions, are tracked at the component level per site in real time. This is where BIM stops being a design tool and becomes the operating system of the substation. Generative design combines human-defined constraints with computational power to produce optimized substation layouts automatically. Engineers define the inputs, clearance requirements, fence layout limitations, environmental boundaries, land cost minimization targets, and schedule constraints. The computer generates multiple optimized design options. The engineer selects the best one. The outcomes are measurable: reduced substation footprint, lower material usage and cost, improved construction sequencing, and minimized environmental impact. BIM is the platform that makes generative design actionable, connecting the computational output to procurement, construction, and operations in one continuous workflow. Is BIM software? No. BIM is a methodology. Any tool that supports data interoperability can participate in a BIM workflow. How does BIM differ from 3D modeling? 3D modeling focuses on geometry. BIM focuses on structured, lifecycle integrated data. What is a digital twin? A live BIM model integrated with real-time sensor data, enabling continuous operational intelligence rather than periodic manual inspection. Can BIM track embodied carbon? Yes. Sustainability metrics, including greenhouse gas emissions, can be assigned at the component level and tracked across the full project. What is generative design? A computational method that produces multiple optimized design solutions from defined engineering and site constraints. The engineer defines the rules, the computer generates the options. Which lifecycle stage benefits most from BIM? Operations and maintenance, because asset lifespans are long and the value of rich structured data compounds over decades. A few more questions worth covering. Why is data interoperability critical? Because without it, every discipline ends up recreating the same data independently. Interoperability prevents duplicate effort, eliminates manual transfers between tools, and keeps datasets consistent across engineering, procurement, and construction. How does BIM support procurement? Components in the model can carry embedded vendor information, lead times, and purchasing data directly. So procurement teams aren't chasing down specs from separate spreadsheets or drawing sets. How does BIM help construction sequencing? The model links directly to project schedules, enabling visual construction planning and labor forecasting. Teams can see exactly what needs to happen, in what order, and what resources it requires. Can BIM track RFEs and submittals? Yes. BIM platforms can integrate construction documentation tracking end-to-end, keeping requests for information and submittal approvals tied to the model itself rather than living in a separate system. How does BIM improve public engagement? It enables visual presentations instead of static drawings, and as design choices change during conceptual planning, cost impacts update instantly, giving stakeholders a real-time view of trade-offs. Does BIM eliminate human error? Not entirely. It significantly reduces manual data entry errors by removing redundant transfers between tools, but engineering oversight is still essential. BIM removes friction, not judgment. BIM transforms substations from static facilities into data-driven infrastructure assets, and that's exactly how Keentel Engineering approaches every project. BIM-enabled substation design, protection coordination studies, GIS integration, and site analysis. IEC 61850 Digital Substation Architecture, NERC PRC compliance validation, and commissioning and asset management support through the full lifecycle. If you're planning a new substation or are modernizing an existing one, the link to start that conversation is in the description.